What's up, y'all? This is My Wives, Season 6, Episode 11, The Reunion, called The Last Sit Down. I swear to God, I'm gonna start off saying this production is messy because they showed. I did watch that short little promo on VH1, and they did make it seem like it was gonna be some big shit, but it really fucking wasn't. So, we gonna get right into this. So, the episode starts off with Renee. She shows up to get her makeup done. Karen shows up to get her makeup done, and then Carla comes. Drita's the last one to show, and the two newbies, they weren't shown in the beginning of the episode. So, they're showing all the shit that Renee went through with Carla, and pretty much was like Carla and Renee, they were kissing up, making up, and Carla was like, yeah, we've been friends for 30 something years. We made up, and that's what real friends do. There's nothing wrong with that. So, they're showing the fights that Drita and Karen have. Renee was like, am I that angry? I was like, hell yeah, bitch. Go back to season 2. You was freaking beefing about crumbs on the damn floor. And your ass was crying every fucking 2 seconds and choked the shit out of Natalie. Hell yeah, your ass was that fucking angry. The makeup artist was like, yeah. She was like, that angry? She was like, yeah. That was funny. Renee's cute. I always did like Renee. And they're showing what Drita is saying about Karen's father. And when Karen heard that, Karen went the fuck off. She was like, I can't believe this pussy ass bitch. She was like, I'll fight the bitch today. And then they're showing, Karen is saying fuck this reality show because fucking real shit never gets played on this reality show. Now it won't be back. So Karen going to fuck off. Then they're showing Karen talking about Drita saying she got a whole block, whole neighborhood locked up because she was sucking someone's cock. And Drita looked scared as shit. She was like, is that gonna be on TV? And right away, Drita looked suspect. Because if you know that you ain't got nothing to hide, you wouldn't give a fuck what anybody has to say about you. And Drita, like, she talk about she's so real, fake this, fake that. You're deflecting it because you never own up to anything you do. I'm not saying that Karen, Renee, Carla, they all talk shit. They all messy. But one thing I could say about them, they own their shit. And you can't tell them freaking different. I didn't really like the fact that Karen was airing out her dirty shit out there too. But hey, Drita did air her shit out too. So it just point goes to show you they were never really friends. And Renee, if you go back to season 1, I remember Renee saying that how can these two be friends if they were fucking with the same dude? And I said the same thing too. The friendship was not fucking real. Like Drita said, Karen was out there doing her thing. Karen was like, Drita was a fucking hoe. And I was like, there you go. That's what it was. Two hoes out there hoeing it about, and it wasn't built off of real values. And that's what the hell freaking happened. So that was pretty much like the whole beef behind it. So then Karen and Renee, they come walking out. And they talking about Drita in the car. Karen was like, Drita says she runs Staten Island, and Renee groaned so much. She was being like the mediator. She was like, listen, anyone who is afraid of the truth, they speak a lot of lies. And that is true. And, Karen was like, you right, you right. Then Karen and Renee, they talking in the warehouse. It's the same warehouse they had their sit down in episode 5. So Karen and Renee, they talking about how the show started, why they did the show, and then they were talking about how the first fight they had, and then Karen went on to say Drita is like divide and conquer, and said that Drita continuously harps on that. So then Renee was like, I don't give a fuck about Drita because who's sitting here with me right now? You. And I was like, they really did come a long way. Because season 1, Renee was not feeling Karen. She gave us such a hard fucking time. And now, they cool. They friends. They sisters. So then Big Ange come in, and it's sad. Everybody said she kind of did look good, but she did look a little worn out to me. She really did. But she was like really what gave this show life. And particularly in this reunion, she was being the peacemaker. She told all the girls, behave, act, it's how you dress. And Carla did come in before Big Ange. Carla came in with a freaking red dress, everybody in black, and she came through the back door. And I do like Carla. I always did too. Even though Carla had snippy remarks, Carla was loyal, and that's what I respected about Carla. So, Big Ange, before Big Ange left, Karen told Big Ange Drita did instigate the fight between you and Renee, and they showed all of the receipts. They showed Drita going off about Renee's sister and saying Ange was a puppet master, and Ange was like, yeah, she did instigate it. And a lot of people have been saying that they think production screwed it up because Ange and Drita were freaking close. I really don't think so. I think Ange was sick and tired of Drita's shit. I've seen it in Ange's face. Like in season 10 when not season 10, in episode 10 when Drita blew up on Ange, Ange was looking at her like, bitch, I'm tired of it. That's the type of vibe I was getting from freaking Ange. And Ange flat out said it. She's an instigator. And what she is. She pumped Brittany up, and then Brittany was pumping her ass up last episode. It's retarded to me. It's stupid. So, Ange left, and all the girls gave her a hug. And then, Drita is hearing what Karen is saying. Karen's going in. Karen was like, the bitch is a pussy. She got a pussy and a dick fucking neck and a left tit up to here. Drita was like, I'm ready for this fucking hoe. Drita was being straight up disrespectful to production, and they were messy. They were showing them all them clips to get them all pumped up and fired up. I was like, what you think was gonna happen? But like I said, Drita, at the end of the day, it's your own fault for you to be acting like a fool. Okay? You got anger issues. So Drita walked in there and it was a sucker punch. Okay? You waited till you got to the end of the table and said, get up. That gave Karen like 2.2 seconds to get up. And then you try to do a sneak attack. And then, security guards came and tried to break it up and all that shit. If Drita was really about that life, A, she would have called Karen and met up Karen somewhere and whooped her ass. And B, she would have said it from the beginning when she walked in. Say, get up, Karen. So Karen could really have that time to square up. And don't tell me it's about no security shit. Because Drita sucker punched her. It is what the fuck it is. So then, what happened was that Karen and Drita, they're going after each other. Drita was like, I don't talk about your baby's father. And that's when Karen got crazy. Karen was like, you talk about my father. So then they put Karen in the back. And Drita was like, I can't sit down with Karen. You don't understand my husband. I was like, there you go. This is what this shit's about. Lee is controlling Drita. And Lee is putting that wedge in between Karen and freaking Drita. So then what happens was that they finally were able to have them all sitting there in the room. And then, Carla was like, you never explained to me why we weren't friends. And I was like, that is true. And then Judy tried to get buck with her. And Carla was like, I'm not afraid of nobody. I was like, there you go, Carla. I always said Carla got balls. So then what happened was that Renee was like, y'all need to sit down and talk about this shit. But that's the problem. Trina don't want to talk about it. So then what happened was that Karen finally came out, and Karen was like, why did you go to production and tell them that you were threatened by my father? Drita was like, I never said that. In what year? Right again, it's showing Drita to be the liar that she is. So then, what happened was that Brittany and Marissa, they come in. Brittany was like, yes, I do got a hot head. And they pretty much call out Brittany on her shit. You pretty much was copacetic with Drita and signing on to her bullshit. And Marissa explained to her why she felt away about Brittany, and it was legitimate. And then, you know, what happened was that Karen really said a good thing. She was like, we all fighting over petty shit, and Anne just here fighting for her life. And sadly, she did lose the fight. And it's really fucked up. And it's like Drita, it just seemed like she don't want to let the shit go. She want the shit to prolong. So that's my review, and peace out.